The GoPro Hero 7 Black. Released in late September of 2018, it was heavily hyped to be the greatest thing in action cameras since action cameras were a thing. Now that it has been out a few months, it seems that the hype was real. With improved stabilization with hypersmooth, new features like time warp, and improved audio, it looks like the GoPro continues to move forward. So with all of this new technology and advancement for extreme lifers, I wondered if the Hero 7 Black would be a good investment for someone like me, a middle-aged lover of imagery, technology, and the outdoors, but not someone who skydives on a mountain bike into a whitewater raft going down Mount Everest while eating a Cliff Bar. Is the GoPro Hero 7 worth shelling out $400 for the average person, or would it be more responsible to invest that money into a mutual fund or maybe a nice pair of new orthopedic shoes for this aging adventurist? I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why I'm glad I bought it. Hey, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, this is 51 Drones and my name is Russ. On this channel, you'll find a lot of content geared towards first-time drone users, as well as a variety of related tech product reviews. I invite you to watch a few videos, and if you enjoy what you see or you get anything of value, then subscribe and also click the notification bell. First of all, let me tell you that this is not a tutorial for the Hero 7 Black. There are plenty of those out there already, and I'll link the best one right up here. Watch it, it's great. But over the past 5 years, I've had 2 action cameras before the Hero 7. I had the Yi Lite, I think is what it was called, and the Hero 5 Session, the GoPro Hero 5 Session. And the Yi was like $50, and it was a great starter camera for our family vacation. The Session was 10 times better, and I loved it, except for the stabilization, or the lack thereof. And then I dropped it in the lake about 4 months after owning it. So then I waited. I knew I wanted a GoPro again, but I didn't want to shell out another $300 or $400 until they figured out how to improve that stabilization. And then I saw the announcement for the Hero 7 Black. After watching, I knew that this was it. Stabilized 4K 60 touchscreen, easier menu, just awesome. So I bought it. Why did I buy it? Well, mostly simply because I love photography, creating, and capturing life in new, interesting ways. Like I said, I'm not an action dude. I may have been in the past, but if I had to categorize myself at this point in my life, I would say I'm a family man, a creator, and an outdoor sportsman. So does that qualify me to own a GoPro? Sure, why not? So the first reason that I'm very happy that I got it, of course, this is no secret to anyone, it's hypersmooth. It's the top of the pyramid in this monument of action cameras. There is nothing like it. The footage from this is so pleasing to watch. There's no distracting jerking or bouncing. Now, is it as good as using a gimbal? No. And is it ideal in low light? No, but it's still 10 times better than my phone and even better than my Sony a7 III when I hand hold it. When I show my recordings to others, they are amazed that the footage actually came from a GoPro. Electronic stabilization is getting better at an exponential pace, and I think GoPro is going to continue to be one of the leaders in its advancement. The second reason I'm happy I bought the GoPro Hero 7 Black was time warp. It's like time-lapse or hyperlapse, but on steroids. As online content creators like myself continue to fill their B-roll with this type of footage, it just makes more sense to use something like the time warp feature on the Hero 7 Black. Before, if you wanted to put out high-quality time-lapse footage, you had to invest the time to take several hundred photos, hours on the computer editing and exporting them, and you had to take all that time to learn how to do that. Now, with the push of a button, you can create semi-professional looking time-lapses or hyperlapses with almost no effort at all. It's a feature that can put average content creators on the same level, or at least close to the level of professional creators. For me, I can spend more time focusing on the value of my content rather than the aesthetic appeal. Yes, many of us strive to look as cool as Pete or Casey, but I realize that my audience is here for information and to learn stuff. They're not necessarily here for the beautiful imagery. But if I can interject a little bling here and there, it's more fun for me and it keeps you guys impressed with my amazing editing skills. Now, the third reason that I love this thing, and one of the coolest for families, is timed clips. Not many people talk about this, but I love it. This is where you can click this icon right here and choose your record time of 15 or 30 seconds, and it will only record for that long. I will tell you that this is awesome. It allows me to give the camera to my kids, tell them to go play, and hit the record button once in a while. Putting them in control, it makes it more fun and more natural for them. Rather than mom and dad standing there recording and making it almost forced, it puts them in control and usually results in more entertaining footage. Next is slow motion. Nothing says cinematic, there's that word again, like slow motion. And being able to get good slow motion footage with something this size is very cool, especially when I can record at 2.7K and 120 frames per second. That's plenty of smooth video with excellent resolution. And I love that I can preview it in actual time or just click on the slow-mo and watch it right on the GoPro in slow motion. Just like the time warp mode, it adds just a little bit of spice to my online content as well as our family videos. And finally, the last reason that I want to share with you why I love the Hero 7 Black as a normal human being is the user interface. The layout is new for GoPro, and I think by making it easier to use, they have tapped into a market that normally would avoid previous GoPro models because they tended to have a longer learning curve. Now, within 10 minutes, someone who has never used a GoPro before can start getting great photos and video. With the 3 basic modes of time-lapse, video, and photo, and a couple of taps on the settings for each, you can be on your way to channeling your favorite content creator or impressing your friends and family with your amazing cinematography skills. And as you use it more, you can still tap into the more professional features by using Pro Tune. It's the best of both worlds. Now, let me reiterate just a couple of flaws, just so you don't call me a fanboy in the comments, which I undeniably am, but nothing is perfect, including the Hero 7 Black. As many of you know, yes, hypersmooth is not ideal in low light. There's quite a difference between well-lit situations and not so well-lit. Secondly, the audio. Although it is significantly better than previous models, it still sounds like a GoPro. You know, it still kind of has that signature tinny sound that GoPros tend to have, although it's very much improved. And you really don't even notice it unless you compare it to something that's a little more professional, like a Rode video mic or a deity microphone or something like that. And unless you're making like a professional production, I think it sounds okay. For the average Joe or Jane, not that big of a deal. So if you're a regular human that does not travel the world, but still want to have some fun capturing life's moments in creative ways, I think the Hero 7 Black is worth the investment. If you are a professional, then why are you still watching this video? So if you're thinking about getting the Hero 7 Black, let me know in the comments, what's holding you back? Is it the price? Is it one of the features that's just not doing it for you? Let me know. Also, whenever you do decide to get one, there's a link in the description down below where you can buy it. And if you use that link, I get a little bit of a commission at no extra cost to you. And that's always greatly appreciated. I hope you did find some value in this video. And if you did, give the thumbs up button a little poke. Also, subscribe for more videos like this. I want to thank you for watching today. See ya.